All right. So Marty generously reminded me that some previous self had blocked out Thursday for my birthday. So there's a sub on Thursday. Thank you. So I might sneak in and practice with you guys. So this is our one power hour of the week.
Point of interest, this is a birthday card for her. So after class, I want everybody to sign it. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amber. Happy birthday to you.
It is being recorded. And then this is why we practice our side plank squat. So today, I'm going to include in our class like the basic fascial maneuvers practice that I might give someone as a starting practice. So that's going to be fascial coffee, which we'll get to. Anti-gravity, which is this one that we've been doing, totally twisted, and then when we get to the end of our practice, we'll do the organ reset, which we've done a few times. So we're going to weave that into our practice. The last couple weeks we've been working on side plank plank. I have a couple fun new things for us to explore. Again, Marty gave me another one that's fun. So if you come across something that you would like to watch other people do, we can work on it. Okay, so let's take a moment here to tune in. Take your time to settle. Adjust. You might stay on your back for a moment, right? Usually that's a great time to check in is when we wake up, right? When we're in bed, just here I am, take a breath, feel into the body before we start moving. Be intentional with our energy before we start to bring other things in. So taking a moment, if it feels comfortable, shutting the eyes, following the breath down the spine, into the belly, feeling your sit bones on the earth, imagining that you can open up from the sit bones, from the root chakra, sending a grounding cord down, sending any stress, any tension back to the earth, connecting with that rooted energy. And then starting to pull that up into your body so that you can start to soften in the physical body, letting the shoulders relax, letting the inhale start to open through the heart, through the throat, up through the head, the brain, the mind, the skull, all this stuff behind the eyeballs that we can't see. Lengthening the spine, gently starting to engage the belly. And then starting to feel into the more subtle bodies. What's present for you this week? How does your emotional body feel? What do you need from your practice today? And then 3 more rounds of breath if it feels comfortable for your body, in and out through the nose. So slowing the breath down, warming it up from the nose, goes right up to the brain. And then inhale into the belly, letting the belly expand, Buddha belly. And then on your exhale, actively, gently pulling in and up, pushing all of that old air out, really. Exhale, exhale. And then slow, smooth inhale. And then bringing the hands up to the heart, starting to rub the hands, starting to move that energy, starting to wake up all the meridian points, all the reflexology points in the hands. And then bringing the hands to stillness, bowing the head, holding your intentions in your awareness, sending those intentions, those prayers out. And then exhaling, gently releasing, and we're gonna come up to standing. So once you're up, just a little rock like we do when we're in tabletop, warming up the feet, starting to rock forward, backward, side to side, lifting the heels, lifting the toes, circling from the hips, and then we're gonna just start a little gentle shaking. It can be really gentle to start, just getting some energy moving through the body. And then if you've been up for a few hours, like some of us, you might be ready for your second breakfast. Or Brian and Deb coming from dance class, they already danced it out. So just moving organically, feeling into your body, maybe starting to twist and rotate, breathe. Okay, and then coming back to center, we're gonna do the fascial coffee. So this is a fun one to do when you're heating up your water for your tea, for your coffee, or in the shower. We're gonna start inside of the arm, sweeping up 3 times. So this is what we could do when we're dry brushing. And then down the back of the arm 3 times. And then lift that one up, pinky side, up through the armpit 3 times. And then over to the other arm, same thing. Up 3 times, down the back 3 times. Pinky side up, heart meridian into the armpit. Okay, and then down the fronts of the legs, up to the back, down the front, up the back. Last one. Okay, and then coming up over the belly, little circles on the belly, and then up like we're drawing an X across the chest, and then gently up the throat, over the head, down the neck, up the throat, over the head, down the neck, and then letting that go. Find Tadasana, find a round of breath here, and then we're going to bring one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the head. So heart-brain connection, letting those two be in coherence. We know about the Heart Math Institute, and then we'll do the organs at the end of class. So activating all of the organs with this energy circuit of the hands. And then exhaling gently, letting that go. Okay, so anti-gravity. We're interlacing our fingers, we're grabbing the skin on the back of our neck, we're squeezing it as much as we can tolerate. We're lifting up. We're inhaling center, twisting to one side, exhale back to center. Inhale, twist to the other side. Exhale back, 2 more rounds like that each side. So keep squeezing, keep breathing. Last set, both sides. Okay, keep that squeeze. skier squat. Bend into the knees like we're going to chair. Push your butt out. Flat back. Look up towards the butte. Inhale here. Twist to one side. Exhale down. Inhale, center. Twist. Exhale down. Keep going with your own breath. One more set each side. Take your time, balance it out, no rush. Okay, keep holding if you can. If you need to readjust your arms, it's okay. Squat as much as you can. Maybe it's just to here, belly on the thighs. Drop your butt down, curl. Head into chest, elbows in. Cold squeeze, breathe. 3 rounds of breath. And then we're gonna straighten the legs and forward fold. Keep squeezing the head. Hang, stay again. Drop the head down. Use gravity. Keep squeezing in the hands. Slowly bend into the knees. Unfurl like the fern. Come on up. Take a moment at the top. Elbows wide. And then slowly let the hands go, shake it out. Okay, and just notice if you feel that energy move, your temperature change. Okay, totally twisted. Okay, left foot over the right. So I'm not gonna mirror you guys. Left hand under the right armpit, right hand on top. Twist your head to the left. Twist your body to the right. Inhale, exhale through the nose 3 times. Twist a little bit more to the right with your body. Head a little bit more to the left. In the nose, out the mouth 3 times. Last one. Slowly keep the hands and legs. Twist the body to the left. Twist the head to the right. In and out through your nose 3 times. Notice where you feel pressure. Notice where you feel the energy trying to move. One more through the nose, in and out. And then in the nose, out the mouth 3 times. Good, last one. Slowly, gently, back to center. Let it go, walk it out, move your ankles around, step a little bit. Okay, right leg over the left. Right hand under the left armpit. Left hand to the right shoulder. Turn the body to the left. Turn the head to the right. In and out through the nose 3 times. Twist a little bit more with the body if you can. Last one, in and out through the nose. And then in the nose, out the mouth. And then slowly back through center. Body's going to the right. Head's going to the left. Any amount, maybe add a little bend in your knees. In and out through the nose 3 times. And then in the nose, out the mouth 3 times. Twist the body right. Twist the head to the left. Almost there. And then slowly unwind back to center. Let it go. All right, 7 spinal movements. Find Tadasana. Spread your toes, root down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, stay and hang. Sway side to side, wiggle out the head. Come back to center, halfway lift on your inhale, round and fold. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Lateral side bend, side to side. A couple more of those. You might do something different with your arms. When you come back to center, lateral rotation. You can bend into the knee generously. Let the opposite knee press forward. Let the hips rotate. And then back to center, scoop the tailbone, engage the core, baby back, then lean back. Inhale, forward, forward, fold, doing it again one more time. Stay, hang. Maybe you step onto your fingertips. Maybe you grab the backs of your ankles to help you drop down a little bit more. Maybe you bend and straighten the knees a few times. Come back to center, release your fingers, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Side bend, side to side. This time really push out into your opposite hip. Stretch through your side body. And then rotating. Back to center, scoop the tailbone, lean back. Inhale, come back through center, bend into the knees, sink to chair. Hands at the heart. We've been practicing long side bodies, so try and lengthen your side bodies out and then just rotate from the hips, side to side. Inhale back to center, stand up for just a breath. And then we're going to squat back down and we're going to send our right leg back to a baby lunge. Inhale. Lift your torso up, send your arms up, lean back with your upper body. Come back to center. Lean forward, bring your right hand to your left knee. Left fingertips to the heart, rotate towards sun dance. Come back to center, reconnect the hands at the heart. Shift over your front leg. Gently float, step up. Okay, wiggle it out, that standing leg. We're gonna squat. Right foot's our strong foot. Left foot floats and lifts. And steps back to high lunge. Bend into your front knee, peel your torso up, press the arms up. Good, slide back down, rotate, left hand to right leg, fingertips to the heart, rotate, twist open. Release back to prayer position, or use your hands to help you balance. Step up to standing. Shake it out. Okay. So we're going to come towards the top of our mat. Right foot's going to step towards the left corner so that we can sweep our left foot over to the right. We might be on our toes. We might be working towards flat foot. And then I'm lifting my back ankle up and down. That's a great question. Let's be curious about that. Okay, let's try and bend both knees. So this is working towards Garudasana legs. So we're trying to have that strong center core and then step back up and out. Okay. And then left foot is coming towards the right side of our mat. I'm saying that just so you have a little bit of room to have your foot land on your mat if you wanted. So a little lift and lower of the back ankle. And so this is changing the angle of our squat, which works different ligaments in the knee and the ankle. So we call them clock lunges. Okay? And then a little bend into both knees. Eventually we might be able to sit down here. We can see how this would, we could try it. I don't want to try it yet, but we can see how this could go to a figure 4 position. Okay, step back up, shake it out. Okay, if you've got your blocks, set them up at the top of your mat. Okay, and then finding Tadasana. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink to chair. Shift weight into your right foot, maybe through warrior 3. Slide your left foot back. High lunge. Hands find the blocks if you want, and then pulse your back knee down towards the mat. Okay, and then we're gonna lower all the way down, maybe fold and cushion for your left knee. And then inhale, send the arms to the sky. Right hand grabs left wrist. Right hand, left wrist. Lean to the right. Okay, twist your gaze, twist your elbows to gaze to the right side of your mat. And then lean back a little bit more. Feel the stretch through your whole left side. Yeah, come back to center, release the hands. Left hand down. Twist open. Feel into your side bodies. Try and keep both side bodies equal in length as much as possible. Okay. However we're gonna make it there, drop your right hand back. Lift up, twist to the right. Okay, keep that leg, drop your right hand back, maybe half bind. Lean back, maybe left arm bends behind the head. And then full unwind back to side angle. Left hand down, shift forward in the hips. Right hand to the sky, it might stay rested on the head, it might stay fingertips on the heart. And then right hand down inside the right foot. Heel toe the right foot out a little bit, and this might be enough for us. A little wiggle, a little rock. Maybe I walk my hands to the left a little bit. I might come forearms onto the block or the floor. And this could be enough, and I could stay and breathe here. Yeah. So maybe the tiniest gentle movements from the groin, from the hips. Okay, and then we're slowly gonna lift up. Okay, hamstring stretch to start, and then we'll adapt it. So lift your right toes, pull them back towards your shin, gently forward fold while keeping a bend in that right knee. Okay, and then we're slowly coming up, bend back into that right knee, rotate to the left. Here's where this block might be helpful for us. We're gonna pivot the left ankle a little bit, and then we're gonna lean into our front knee, so it's like a side angle. You can add the top arm or you can keep it out, just circle, explore, yeah, big adductor stretch here. Okay, and then left hand's gonna go towards this block. I might straighten my front leg. I might slowly come in and out, because I don't know about you, but I haven't done this one. So, it's a new experience. So lean back, unwind, come forward. With our knees bent, it's like warrior 2. Reverse goddess and side angle, but because we're taking the lower leg out of it, it's focusing it into the groin. Okay, back up, lean back. Beautiful. Okay. Come forward, bring that left hand forward, pivot left foot back. Slide your blocks out of the way, send that right leg back to meet the left. Come to half plank. Drop your hips, wiggle it out slowly. Release yourself down to your belly. Turn your toes out. Rest your head. Find the breath into the belly and let the belly press into the floor. Okay, a couple rounds of baby cobra. You might keep your hands under your forehead, otherwise they slide back by your low ribs. Inhale, lift head and shoulders, keep the back of the neck long. Float down. Inhale, lift, squeeze, engage the back body. Face and jaw, stay relaxed, keep breathing. Last one. Baby cobra, rock side to side, look side to side. Back to center, exhale. Lower down, stack the hands, turn the head, rest to the other side. Bend at the knees, rock the ankles. Breathe into the hip flexors. Okay, and then release the legs back and long. Press back through child's pose. And a couple rounds of breath here. A little wiggle, rock side to side. Wiggle the tongue, relax the jaw, cleansing breath, exhale out the mouth. And then inhaling, rolling up. We're gonna bring a block over to the right side of our mat. Our left foot is stepping forward. Right knee's down. Okay, we're gonna lift up to high lunge just so that we can pulse the knees a few times before we make our way back down to settle. And then sending the arms up. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend to the left. You can come in and out. You can go side to side. And then we're gonna start to rotate the arms, the gaze towards the left side of our mat. Look down. Feel how you can feel that stretch through your hips, through your side body. Okay. Come back to center, release. Right hand to the block, to the floor. Maybe you heel toe the left foot out a little bit. Maybe top arm stays relaxed. Open up. Breathe here, really push your hips forward, squeeze your right butt. Okay, and then there's lots of ways to come into this twist. The nicer way is to come forward again, lift up, and then twist to the left. Okay, so let's try it. Right hand down to the block. You can do that option, or use momentum from your left hand and sweep up and hold. Feel the side body engage. And then back hand drops back, maybe half bind, maybe eventually reaching for the heel. Top arm might go behind the head. Eventually our fingers might interlace behind the back. Find your breath. If you need more challenge, close your eyeballs. Woo. Yeah, slowly unwind. Right hand down, left hand up, and then left hand spirals down inside the left foot. Okay, this could be enough, a little rock. This is the splits. We might come down to our forearms, we might not. We don't care, right? We're choosing the best. It's choose your own adventure, okay? Some of us, appropriate amount of adventure. You You can add all the other nonsensical variations if you like. Arm balance, threading the needle, arm balance, lifting the toes, sliding the heel out further into the splits, and then sliding back in, lifting up, lift your left toes, hamstring stretch. Micro bending your knee, a little hinge back, forward fold, side body's long. And now, we're gonna bring a block. The blocks are hands inside the leg. Pivot your right ankle a little bit over. Okay, and here we are. So a little rock here. So runner's lunge. Okay, and then walking my right hand and the block backwards, unless I have monkey arms, to do, and this is like our little half wild thing. So maybe come in and out, push your hips forward, push your butt back, push your hips forward. Okay, and then left elbow to the left knee, side angle. We're trying to keep that left side body just as long as the right side body. We're feeling into how might that be possible. And then back, lean back, reverse goddess. Feeling some difference in the hips, come forward, side angle. And then gently unwinding, pivoting back forward, bring that left leg back to meet the right. Around the camel before we go all the way down, the hands at the low back, squeeze the butt. Head drops back if it feels okay for your neck. Unwind, come forward. Tabletop, half plank. Full plank if you want, hold it. Let the spine neutralize. Release yourself down with as much control as you can muster. Chaturanga. All the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Settle, stay. Breathe. And then rolling up to tabletop, moving into cat-cow when you're ready. Warming up the wrists, rocking, circling, bending into the elbows, fanning the wings in and out. And then when you're ready, get strong in your hands, move into the spine, follow your breath. Inhale, lift the heart and the head. Exhale, round, scoop. Really arch, stretch through the vertebrae, through all the erectors, attaching into the spine. Adding variation when you're ready, side to side, circling, wiggling the tail, circling around the diaphragm, the lower ribs. And then back to child's pose. Add variation if you want. Arms down, arms behind your back. A little thread the needle, a little side bend, side to side. Rolling up to tabletop. So this is some foreshadowing. So we're gonna come to tabletop. We're gonna send our left leg back to bird dog. We're gonna bend and circle our left knee. Change directions when you're ready. Okay, and then we're gonna slide the left knee towards the left wrist and plant the foot. So we're in a staggered stance, and then we're gonna rock side to side, and eventually we could rock and sit on our left butt cheek. So we kind of just did this in lunge. Plant your left hand, and then arch reach back with your right hand, Indian mount, and then come forward, round over your front knee, reach, lift up, feel what's happening in that right hip as we do that. Round and reach, last time, reach back. Okay, plant the left and right hand forward, roll up, pivot your left ankle over to the right a little bit more. We're in pigeon-ish. We're gonna slide the right knee up to meet the left. So it's like I am in tabletop with that stretch. And then maybe from here, I'm gonna tuck my right toes. I'm gonna float the knees.
Both knees?
Yep, your left ankle's on your right thigh. A little press back, we're in one-legged chair pose. Okay, unwind that left foot, go to down dog. Pedal, shake, wiggle, twist here. Whatever feels good, jump, hop, float to handstand if you want to practice. Okay, and then shift forward to plank. A little wiggle here if you want to lift one or both hands. One or both feet. Okay, and then lower back to tabletop. Okay, cat-cow a couple times. Find your breath. Okay, then the right leg's going back, half bird dog. Bend and circle the knee. Okay, change direction. And then slide the right knee up towards the right wrist. And then wiggle the hips here, side to side. Here I might, like in pigeon, put a block under my right hip to roll and sit on the right side. Okay. My left thumb might go into my left hip crease because that's where we might have sensation happening. Okay, so plant your right hand, sweep your left hand over, lean back, reach back, think reverse goddess. Fingers may or may not find the floor behind us. Slow and gentle. Left hand might stay in the left hip as you go back to help it release. Okay, and then we're rolling forward, planting the hands. Okay, so we're in pigeon, and now I'm sliding my left leg up to find my right ankle. This might be enough for me. I'm tucking my left toes. And then I'm floating to one-legged chair pose. And then when you've had enough, unwind that right leg, send it back, down dog. Again, wiggle, twist, let that go. Walking fingertips towards the hands. Forward fold. Stay head. Shake, wiggle, unwind. Back to center when you're ready. Release the fingertips down. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Come into a squat. Walk your toes out. Squat down. Maybe elbows on your knees. Maybe you come in and out. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Okay, and then we're gonna reach one hand back behind us. One hand back. Okay, and now maybe reach back, fingertips find the ground. Lean back, sit down. soles of the feet together. Wiggle out the knees a little bit, release the hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, forward fold. Move with your breath gently. Okay. And then knees are coming in. We're gonna find reverse tabletop. So here's one of our least fun postures of the day. Okay, so explore with the way your fingers are pointed. Walk your feet onto the mat. Lift the hips. Find a round of breath here. Squeeze the butt. Lift the hips a little bit more. Exhale. Sit down. Right ankle over the left knee, left thigh. We might rock here. This is a great place to stay. I might press lift. One extra round of breath, and then let it go. Okay, next step, lift your left toes, lift your left foot. Find your breath. Okay, maybe left hand lifts and grabs a toe. Maybe right hand lifts. Send the left leg long. Unwind the legs, come up. Little wide leg forward fold. Gently hinge, move with your breath again. Long spine, long side bodies. Okay, and then feet come back in. Hands might be behind the back. If I have low back stuff going on, I can also have a block to support. So, left ankle over the right thigh. I can always do this on my back. This could be enough for me. Okay, and then I might try and lift one hand, seeing what happens in my face, in my breath, in my nervous system. Okay, if I can't want to, float and hold for a moment. If you're cramping, say no. Okay, and then send the legs out and long, give them a wiggle. Forward fold. Okay, so I'm gonna try and show you. And for full honesty, I didn't practice this. I just watched one of my teachers do it. So, things that we can build up to. So, what he did was reverse tabletop kick, step back skandasana. Okay, so let's slow it down, break it down. Okay, so let's do it seated first. Okay, so lift your right leg. Keep your butt down for a moment to make it easy. Right leg, left hand. Okay. And then plant your left hand, bend your left ankle into the groin. Roll to your left. We're in this low lungy thing we did before. Okay, left hand forward, left toes back. So left hand down, right knees forward. Plant your left hand, roll up. Okay, we're gonna pivot the left ankle back behind us. Tuck the toes, shift back to a lunge. Eventually I might sit down skandasana into my back leg. Okay, we don't care, go in and out. Okay, come up high lunge. Left leg forward. Right leg forward, sorry. Okay, right leg forward. Shift back into your left knee, lift your right toes, hamstring stretch. A few of those. Lunge, skandasana. Okay, like you can see Brian, maybe eventually some of us start to sit a little lower. Maybe not. Okay, we're coming back down. So shift forward, left knee's coming down, left hand's coming down. low lunge. Pivot left ankle over to the right. Walk your left hand back. Kick your left foot out. Okay? And sit. Okay, so left leg is long, right knee is bent. Right hand's up. This is where we might go forward to our forward fold or lift up any amount. Beautiful. Okay, let that go. We're coming to the other side. Okay, so left knee is bent in, right leg is long. Plant your right hand, left hand's up. This can be enough, right? We're long in our side bodies. Maybe right foot lifts. Maybe they touch. Okay, and then, okay, right hand's our strong hand. Pivot right foot into the groin. Roll up to that twisted side angle pose. Okay, walk your right hand forward a little bit. Twist your right foot back. Lift up, high lunge. Okay, so from high lunge, left knee forward, shift back, bend into your right knee, lean back. A few of those, gently forward lunge, Skandasana back. Okay, and so from here, I don't want to call it advanced, variation is right hand down. It's pistol squat to reverse table. So we went knee down, pivot, pivot, out. You could just plant your right hand, sweep your leg back. Okay, right hand's planted on the mat behind us. Right leg lifts, left hand reaches. Okay, let it go, lay down. Hug your knees in, relax. We will revisit this another day. So we can just know that our newbies. Okay, so hug the knees in, rock from side to side, circle the ankles. And then release soles of the feet down, windshield wiper side to side. Okay, back to center for a couple of rounds of bridge. Again, it's choose your own adventure, so if you want to add blocks or other variation, when you're ready, root down, curl, lift the hips. Shoulder blades strong and together on the back. Arch up like a bow. Squeeze your butt. Relax the neck. Strong breath. Lift and hold. One extra breath more than you would prefer. And then slowly, gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Full rest at the bottom. Legs long, open to butterfly, knees rest together. Arms might open to T or cactus. They might reach over your head into a diamond shape. Bridge round 2 might be supported with a block. You might add arms long, arms up to the sky, wheel arms. If you feel really warm and open, maybe full wheel, maybe just that little bit of arch, beautiful. Again, finding a position where you can stay and settle for a couple of rounds of breath, beautiful. And then with control and ease, lower down, unwind, back to the earth. If you're on a block, you might leave it in there. Full rest at the bottom. Round 3, supported bridge, for most of us. If you don't have a block and you want to just wave at me and I'll bring you a block.
Thanks, Heather.
Okay, an in-supported bridge, this might be enough. If you're not feeling enough stretch, turn it up one more level underneath your sacrum, and then maybe one or both legs extend long and rest on the floor. So we're getting into those adductors, into the psoas, deep through the hips. And we're gonna stay, because these are generally shortened if we do a lot of sitting in our day. You can always do a different variation if you want. And then using the breath, using gravity to just stay and gently release. Right, we're remembering we're in this long game of caring for our body for as long as we're on this earthly plane. Unwinding maybe years and years of pelvic energy. So the cycles of nature are a good reminder to us that we come around again to the same things. And hopefully, though, we have a new tree ring of experience to add into our growth. So we come around and maybe we can notice that our perspective has shifted slightly. And we might also acknowledge that this might be the year that the storm happened for us, or is still happening. And that's okay. Okay, if you want to send your feet up towards the sky, legs up the wall, you can give them the little wiggle, fan open, close, maybe hands gently pull one or both of them towards your forehead. This would be forward fold and or standing splits. You might bring soles of the feet together, let the knees go wide, butterfly. You might do a little version of happy baby here, a little twist of the knees, twist of the hips. And then gently, slowly, feet back on the earth, slide the block out, come down, feel into your low back, into your hips without the block. Legs long, and then right knee into the chest. Circle the ankle, point flex, sway side to side, try and spread your toes as much as you can. And then let the knee drop out to the right. Tree pose. Lift your left leg off the ground 1 to 2 inches. Lift your head, keep your gaze towards the ceiling. Engage, hold for a breath, arms go wherever feels comfy, thanking those core muscles. And then exhale, lower, relax. Right knee across the body to the left into a twist. Right arm opens. Moving, exploring here, maybe a block under the left knee. A little wiggle of the neck, a little release of the tongue and the eyeballs and the skull. And then rolling back through center, right leg long. Take a breath. Feel the legs. Notice if they feel the same length. Left knee in. Point flex. Circle. Spread the toes. Pull the knee in and then open out to the left. Left foot can find the right leg or it stays floated. Right foot lifts. Flex the foot. Lift the head. Gaze towards the ceiling. Hold it. One more round of breath. Maybe move your fingers for distraction purposes. And then lower down, let it go. Knee across the body to the right. Left arm opens, move it around. And then breathe, unwind, wring it out, getting deep in between the ribs, into the lungs, into all that connective tissue around the organs, the diaphragm. And then nice and easy when it feels balanced, coming back to center. Okay, we don't have enough time to do all the organs, so let's, because it is spring, which is the liver and the gallbladder, we'll do that one. So right hand to the belly button, up 2 inches, over 2 inches, up and over, diagonal line towards your rib cage. So to the right upper quadrant. Press your palm, press your fingers in there. Bring your other hand onto your chest, to your throat, and then imagining a circuit running through the body there. So when it's unbalanced, it can present as anger. And anger is a healthy response, and it's a movement along the scale from feeling like we don't have power to feeling like we want to do something to change the situation. So bright green energy. Think of all the different colors of lime green that we could start to see busting out of the trees. Okay, and then we're going to bring both hands to our side body rib cage as best we can. We're getting the kidneys. So kidneys store our energy, help keep us healthy, especially if we're feeling a little bit of allergies from all the pollen that's happening out there. So just squeezing into your rib cage as best you can. And really it's about our intention and our energy. And then when you're ready, gently release the hands from there, move the arms around, let the arms relax, and then feeling into any final stretches that feel good for your body. Maybe happy baby, maybe layering up. Maybe another twist. Energy is balanced, we feel vitality, right? We feel the appropriate amount of energy that we need to move through our day. So we can let any excess energy just evaporate out to be recycled. We might visualize the course of water as it travels around the world. It condenses into clouds, it rains down onto the earth, nourishing the plants. The plants grow, we take that water into our body, we grow, and then we release it back. The river travels down to the ocean. That water like a wave in our body as we rest here. Just following the breath.